Hey there, and welcome back to the Deep Dive.
Hi, everyone.
Today we're going to try and untangle something that, well, it confuses quite a lot of people.
Hmm.
The difference between getting fitness and losing fat
I-
loss.
Absolutely. It's a really common mix-up.
And knowing the difference, it can really help you set health goals that, actually make sense for you.
Exactly.
Mm.
People often use these terms, fitness and fat loss, almost like they mean the same thing, but they're actually quite distinct.
Right.
And understanding that difference, well, that's a huge step towards feeling better and, actually reaching your personal goals.
So our mission today in this deep dive is to make these ideas really clear, especially for those of you maybe learning English. We want to break it down simply.
Yeah, so you can feel confident about your own health journey. No confusion.
Okay, let's dive right in then.
Yeah.
Part one, defining things. First off, what do we actually mean when we talk about fitness?
Okay, so fitness. Basically, it's about your body's ability to handle physical tasks effectively, efficiently. How well you can do stuff physically.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Think about how well you move, how well you perform activities, and covers a few key areas.
Like what?
Well, their strength, muscle power, then endurance. That's how long you can keep going.
Okay.
Flexibility, how easily your joints move, and something called cardiovascular health.
Cardiovascular health.
Yeah.
That sounds a bit technical. Can you break that down for us?
Sure, yeah. It sounds complex, but cardiovascular health is really just about how well your heart and your blood vessels,
The tubes carrying blood.
exactly, those tubes, how well they work together to get oxygen and energy around your body, especially when you're active. So, a healthy heart, good blood flow. That's key for fitness.
Got it. So, based on that, fitness isn't just about looking a certain way, like looking good in the mirror.
No, absolutely not. That's a really common misconception. Fitness is actually what we call multidimensional.
Multidimensional, meaning,
It just means it has many different sides, many aspects. It's not just one thing. So, for example, someone could be quite slim, but maybe they have poor endurance. They get tired really easily walking upstairs.
right.
Or, someone else might look really muscular, really strong, but maybe they have terrible flexibility, can't touch their toes.
Oh, okay, I see.
So fitness is really about how your body functions as a whole system, not just the appearance.
Function over looks. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Okay, then, what about the other side? Fat loss. How is that different?
Right, fat loss, well, it's much more specific. It's literally about decreasing the amount of fat your body is storing, reducing your body fat percentage.
And how does that happen?
Usually it happens through changes in, diet, exercise, or often a combination of both,
Right.
creating that energy deficit.
Okay.
But here's a crucial point. You can actually lose body fat
Mhm.
and still be pretty unfit.
Really? How?
Well, if you lose fat, but you're not doing any activity that actually improves your strength or your endurance or your cardiovascular health, all the things we just talked about, then you're not necessarily getting fitter. You're just lighter, maybe?
Okay. So when people say, I just want to lose weight, that's not automatically the same as saying, I want to be healthier and fitter.
Exactly. That's such an important distinction. People often think losing weight equals getting healthy.
Right.
And notice how we use equals there. It's casual, meaning is the same as or leads to, not like in maths class.
Yeah. Okay.
But think about it. If you lose weight, but some of that weight is muscle because you're not active, or maybe you're on a crash diet, well, you might not actually be improving your overall health. You might even get weaker.
Wow. Okay. So fitness is the big picture, how well your body works. Fat loss is just one specific piece, which might or might not happen alongside getting fitter.
You've got it. That's the core difference.
This is really clarifying things. So let's move on to part two. Why focusing on the right thing is so important. Let's imagine someone walks into a gym. Their goal, they say, is, I want to lose weight. What's your first response?
Good scenario. My first question almost always is going to be, okay, why is that important to you?
Why?
Yeah, why that goal? I need to dig deeper.
Dig deeper. What do you mean by that?
Dig deeper just means exploring more thoroughly, asking more questions to really understand the underlying motivation. Is it about having more energy day to day? Is it about wanting to run faster or keep up with their kids without getting breathless? Maybe it's just about feeling more comfortable in their clothes.
So it's often not just the number.
Rarely just the number. Often the real desire underneath is something else. Maybe they want to feel stronger or more confident or simply more capable.
Capable. What does capable mean in this context? More able to do things.
Exactly, feeling more able to do things effectively. So instead of just, I want to weigh less, the real feeling might be, I want to feel capable of carrying my groceries without struggling, or I want to be capable of hiking with my friends.
It really sounds like the focus should shift, shouldn't it? Less on the number on the scale, maybe, and more on how we actually feel and what our bodies can do.
Precisely. That's a much healthier and honestly more motivating way to look at it. Let's say, okay, here's an example.
Okay.
Let's say your weight on the scale hasn't changed much over a month.
Right. That can be discouraging for some people.
It can, but maybe during that same month, you've noticed you can lift heavier things at the gym. You feel stronger doing daily tasks, maybe you're sleeping way better, or you just have more energy throughout the day.
Ah, I see.
So those are real signs of progress, significant progress, in fact, even if the scale number is stuck.
And you used, let's say, there to introduce the example. That's a useful phrase for our listeners, right? Like, let's say you walk 10,000 steps.
Exactly. It's a great way to set up a hypothetical situation or an example clearly.
Cool. Okay, this feels like a good time for a quick role play. Let's try it. You be the trainer, I'll be the new client.
All right, sounds fun. Let's do it. Hi there. Welcome. So what brings you into the gym today?
Hi. Well, I really want to lose weight, like 10 kilos before summer. Needs to happen fast.
Okay, 10 kilos before summer. Thanks for sharing that goal with me. Can I ask, why is that specific goal, losing the 10 kilos, important to you? What would that change for you?
Well, I guess I just want to feel better and, look good at the beach this year, feel more confident.
Okay, feeling better, feeling more confident, looking good at the beach. Those are fantastic reasons to be here. Totally understandable. How about we focus on a plan that helps you build some strength, really boosts your energy levels. And yes, we can definitely work on reducing body fat too, but let's aim to do it in a way that's healthy, sustainable, and makes you feel genuinely great and capable, not just lighter for a short time.
Oh, okay, yeah. That actually sounds better. Focusing on energy and strength, too, not just the weight.
Exactly.
See how that shifted? The focus moved from just a number, 10 kilos, to overall well-being, strength, energy, confidence, and healthy fat reduction.
Precisely. And I find that goals tied to function, like I want to be able to climb 5 flights of stairs without feeling like I'm going to collapse, or I want to play tennis for an hour. They tend to be much more motivating and sustainable in the long run than just a weight number.
That makes total sense. So moving into part 4, what are some examples of these more realistic, fitness-focused goals people could set?
Great question. Okay, instead of just lose weight, think about things like, I want to be able to do 10 full push-ups correctly within 1 month. That's specific and measurable.
Okay, 1 month, 10 push-ups. What else?
Or how about, I will walk 8,000 steps every day this week. Again, action-based, measurable.
Right.
Another good one, I will do some form of strength training weights, body weight, resistance bands, whatever, 3 times per week.
3 times a week, okay.
And don't forget recovery. A goal like, I will aim to sleep for at least 7 hours per night, 5 nights a week. That massively supports fitness.
Interesting. And notice the grammar there. You said do 10 push-ups, walk 8,000 steps. We use the base form of the verb, right? Not doing push-ups or walking steps as the goal itself.
Exactly. When setting these kinds of action goals, we often use the simple base verb. Do this, walk that, sleep more. Clear and direct.
So the key is goals that are measurable, action-based, focused on what you do, not just on an outcome like weight loss.
Perfectly put. Healthy actions, consistently taken, often do lead to fat loss as a side effect. But that's not the only benefit, or maybe not even the most important one for how you feel and function.
Awesome. Okay, part 5 time for a quick vocabulary quiz to see if everyone's been paying attention. Ready?
Let's do it.
Question 1. What does the word endurance mean? Is it A, how flexible your body is? B, how long you can continue doing an activity? Or C, how much you weigh? Take a second.
Okay, time's up. The answer is B. Endurance is all about your stamina, how long you can keep going. Like running for a long time without stopping requires good endurance.
Great explanation. Question 2. What does it mean if a goal is multidimensional? Is it A, a goal only about food? B, a goal that has many parts or aspects? Or C, a goal focused only on numbers? Thinking time.
And the answer is B. Multidimensional means having many different parts or facets. Just like we said, fitness is multidimensional. It includes strength, endurance, flexibility, cardiovascular health, lots of things.
Excellent. Hope you all got those right at home. Now, for part 6, we've got a listener question. This comes from Layla in Turkey.
Okay, Lace.
Layla asks, I really want to get fitter, but I don't want to lift weights because I'm afraid I'll get bulky, like huge muscles. What should I do?
Ah, Layla, that is such a common concern, especially among women. Let me reassure you. Getting bulky, meaning gaining very large muscle mass, is actually really, really difficult.
It is.
Yes, especially for women, due to hormonal differences. It requires extremely specific, intense training and very particular, usually high-calorie diets over a long time. For most people, especially beginners, lifting weights won't make you bulky.
So what will it do?
What it will do is help you tone your muscles.
Tone. What does tone mean exactly?
Toning means making the muscles firmer, more defined, giving them shape. It doesn't necessarily mean making them huge. Lifting weights is fantastic for building strength, improving bone density, which is super important, and it actually supports fat loss because muscle burns more calories even when you're resting.
So it helps with fat loss, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, Layla, please don't be afraid of weights. Start light. Focus on good form. Maybe work with a trainer initially if you can. It's one of the best things you can do for overall fitness and feeling strong and capable without worrying about suddenly bulking up. That term, bulk up, specifically means getting those really large muscles.
That's really good to know. Thanks for clearing that up. Okay, we're nearing the end, part 7. Final thoughts. This whole discussion has been incredibly helpful, I think. If you had to boil it down, what's the main takeaway message for our listeners today?
The main takeaway, I'd say this. Think of fat loss as just one possible outcome of getting healthier. But think of fitness as a lifestyle, as an ongoing process focused on improving what your body can do.
Focus on the doing.
Yes. Focus on function, on feeling strong, energetic, capable. Set realistic, action-based goals that excite you. And please remember that progress is so much more than just a number on a scale. Celebrate all those non-scale victories, sleeping better, lifting heavier, feeling less stressed, having more energy. That's real success.
That's fantastic advice. Focus on the journey of getting fitter, and fat loss might just be a bonus along the way. Thank you so much. This was really insightful.
My pleasure. Always great chatting about this stuff.
And to all of you listening, we really hope this deep dive has given you a clearer picture, helped you separate fitness from fat loss in your mind. Maybe ask yourself now, based on this, will you focus more on specific fitness goals, or is fat loss still your main target? And why? Think about what you want your body to be able to do.
Yeah, reflect on that.
Definitely. Remember to subscribe to the deep dive so you don't miss our future explorations. If you found this helpful, maybe share it with a friend. And hey, leave us a review if you can.
We appreciate it.
Keep learning, keep growing, both mind and body. We'll catch you next time.